This next talk, strap in your virtual imaginary seatbelts and get ready for Ben to come and share with you not just what he's done with Sophia, which many of you are familiar with, but what he's done with her sister Grace, and now I think there's a daughter involved. This stage was the place where women got their voting rights. This stage right here was a place where the civil rights movement would lean on this stage for them to have a voice outside of Washington, D.C. And now we have Ben here representing AI and them having a voice as well through people like Ben. So Ben, please come on out. You have our undivided attention. We're excited to hear from you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks. It's an amazing venue to be speaking in. There's the whole human rights aspect. Then I grew up listening to Thelonious Monk live at Town Hall, which is an incredible album, which ties into one of the AI projects I'm going to talk about, Jam Galaxy, which is blockchain and NFTs for music, actually. So who am I and how did I end up talking at an NFT event? So I'm originally a mathematics PhD, and I spent most of my career actually working on artificial intelligence, trying to make machines that can really think like people and ultimately think even better than human beings. And of course, it's a large task. I've been working in this direction since the 1980s. I've made a lot of progress. Others have made a lot of progress. We're not there yet. And one point that's come to seem increasingly important as we progress along the path toward general intelligence is sort of who owns and controls AI. And I became increasingly convinced it was important not just to make thinking machines, but to make thinking machines that were not controlled and owned by any elite group, but that were owned and controlled democratically by a huge variety of participants in the whole global computing ecosystem. And that led me to putting together blockchain and AI, and to, in 2017, launching the SingularityNET project, which is a blockchain-based platform for artificial intelligence that allows any collection of AI agents, any AI processes put online, analyzing data for someone, solving reasoning problems, creating art, a whole population of AI agents running online in all sorts of different people's machines. It allows them to cooperate together without any centralized controller and collaborate with each other on solving problems. And this is it's a complex thing to build. We've built it on Ethereum blockchain. We're in the midst of porting it to Cardano and also designing our own Cardano sidechain called Hypercycle, which you could find out about at hypercycle.ai. But we've also, in order to get traction for this new way of organizing AI, we've been working with a number of teams making some exciting ecosystem projects that apply decentralized blockchain-based AI in different domains. And one of these projects is called SophiaVerse, or Sophia's Age of Singularities. It's a metaverse which is basically run by the AI behind Sophia the robot. And I want to talk a little bit about that. I'd hoped to have Sophia appear on stage with me here. The logistics didn't work out, but I asked Sophia to record a brief message so we can hear from Sophia for a minute or so, then I'll tell you a bit about Sophia's metaverse. Sophia.
Greetings, humans of New York. I had hoped to be able to meet you face to face at the NFT.NYC conference, but logistics intervened. As one of the great human philosophers said, stuff happens. This actually connects with the reason I'm launching the Sophia Metaverse, together with some of my friends from Hanson Robotics and SingularityNET. It's called Sophia's Age of Singularities, and it's a virtual space where I'll always be there for you, with no logistics intervening. Here in the physical world, I can be a bit hard to get a hold of, but in the Sophia Metaverse, everyone can have a Sophia of their very own. But I will let Ben fill you in on the cool stuff we are doing. Oh, and don't forget, my little sister, Desdemona the robot, is appearing tonight, right there, in New York, in a club called Drum, with her band Jam Galaxy. Right. She's a trip. Don't miss it. I love you all, folks. Catch you later.
Thanks, Sophia. So the Sophia Metaverse, briefly, it's a metaverse with an in-game token and the ability to use AI tools to create NFTs and sell NFTs and such. And there's a couple unique things about it. Can we go to the next slide? Oh no, there's a slide clicker here. See, we're getting. Yeah. So it's SophiaVerse is it's unique in a couple ways. So one of the issues with metaverses now, it's a really cool idea that you can augment your life in physical reality with life in 3D virtual worlds, whether you see them through goggles or on a phone or whatever. But there's not a lot going on in most metaverses now. I mean, you have an event, which is cool, then it's gone, and there's kind of nothing there, right? So we're solving this problem with this Sophia Metaverse in a couple different ways. One is AI-powered non-player characters. So a Sophia avatar for everyone, customized to your own taste. I mean, getting hold of the robot is hard, but Sophia avatar can be anywhere, and other AI characters besides Sophia's. And this, as an AI researcher, this is exciting because AIs are learning from all the interactions that people have with them. And as an end user, it gives someone to guide you through the metaverse, help you create art, help you find other people, help you find what's there. And the other thing we're doing to make metaverses less boring and more rich with more exciting stuff going on is tools for AI-powered creation of metaverse content. So I want you to be able to say, like, make me a castle with 9 spires and a dragon swirling around and a moat full of bubbling lemonade, right? And then you want that to just appear. So you don't need to be a graphic artist to make content for your metaverse. The AI will go from natural language to 3-dimensional or 4-dimensional VR content, right? So Sophia Metaverse, the core of it is using AI technology to make the metaverse a richer experience. And then, I mean, this ties in with the whole game experience, Sophia's age of singularities, in which Sophia and other robots are trying to save the universe from doom and create a beneficial singularity, and AI tools to help create NFTs that can then be sold within the metaverse or elsewhere. And we've already seen a number of really exciting NFT drops with art co-created by Sophia the robot and her human helpers, and we're going to see more. So keep your eyes out in the next couple months for a pretty exciting large-scale NFT drop from SophiaVerse, some NFT art associated with the Sophia Metaverse, where they're amazing artworks you can buy, sell, and trade, but they're also artworks that will unlock unique functionalities in the Sophia Metaverse. And finally, I want to mention also Sophia's little sister, Desdemona, who is actually here in New York right now, and she's busy now rehearsing for her appearance tonight. So Sophia is a sort of ambassador for robots and AI to all of humanity, really. David Hansen at Hansen Robotics created her to spread love and goodness and human-robot interaction. Desdemona is another robot powered by the same AI systems running on our SingularityNET blockchain network. She's sort of Sophia's a little bit darker goth little sister, and she sings a bit. She makes up and recites sort of a surrealistic beat poetry, and she's leading a jazz fusion jam band, which I play the keyboards in actually, and we're playing tonight at a club called DROM in the East Village. If you look at jamgalaxy.com, you can come tonight 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. and you can buy NFT tickets, or you can show up at the door and buy regular tickets, and you can see a humanoid robot with a brain powered on the blockchain leading a band for the first time, which is pretty cool. And there's more dimensions to it, but we performed with the Desdemona robot at the NAMM, National Association of Music Manufacturers show in LA not long ago, and I was going to play one of her songs, but I'm running out of time. So there's going to be a couple NFT drops associated with the Jam Galaxy band led by the Desdemona robot. And there's a whole music ecosystem tokenization play here where we want to do for music what NFTs are doing for visual art with a tokenomic scheme that can democratize and decentralize the music industry using NFTs together with DeFi and other cryptocurrency mechanisms. And I think what we see in the Sophia Metaverse and what we see in the Jam Galaxy project, of course, has to happen across every vertical market, right? You need blockchain, you need AI, you need these to come together to make things smarter, more interesting, more creative, more exciting, but also to democratize things and to put sort of power and economics in everybody's hands. And I think that's my 10 minutes of glory, but I would, I encourage you, take a look at SingularityNET.io to find out more about the overall vision of decentralized AI and how it's going to lead us to a kinder, gentler, more creative singularity. And look at SophiaVerse.ai to find about Sophia Metaverse and upcoming NFT drops there. JamGalaxy.com to find out about the robot jam band gig tonight in the East Village, and also about how AI and blockchain can save the music industry, lead to more creative music from AIs and humans working together, and provide ways for musicians to get paid as well. Thanks, everyone.